found a video called A Bombshell Reality About Atheists Everywhere. Now, it doesn't have many views, and I think that's unfortunate because this sounds extremely important. Whatever this is, I think it would be very irresponsible to just pass this by without taking a look. Oh, man.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Didn't expect the bells there at the start. That was loud. Hopefully that stops soon, eh?
Hi, thank you for choosing to watch this video.
You're welcome. It seemed like the right thing to do. I always like to know the realities about stuff, bombshell or otherwise. But, about the bells.
Excuse the bells. I think they should stop very soon. Hopefully, yeah. I think they should be stopped now. So.
Oh, good, yeah. Sounds like they stopped. I guess we're good to go.
This is a bombshell reality for atheists everywhere.
I was hoping as much based on the title. I would have been very disappointed otherwise, I think. Might have had to ask for my money back.
It's just, this is absolutely unbelievable, and I just want to explain. So,
okay, you're kind of overselling it a little bit. How about you let me decide that and just tell me the thing, and I'll decide for myself if it's unbelievable, okay?
Whatever you think, feel, believe, whether you're yourself an atheist or you know atheists or you're...
Hey, guy, I think the bells are back.
Maybe you're agnostic, not sure, open, you think there might be something out there, you might be a higher power, but you're not sure.
What?
This is a bombshell. This is an absolute bombshell.
I'm having trouble making it out, but I think you said this is a bombshell. But that can't be right, because you already said that in the title and in the video. Is it really that big of a bombshell that you need to announce it like 3 times? Even the biggest bombshell arguments or revelations or whatever that I've ever heard, I don't think were prefaced with any announcements about how big of a bombshell they were. They were just kind of dropped. This one must be a real doozy.
Particularly for atheists around the world. Because
I'm sure they're almost over. Don't worry about it. Just push on through, pal. Don't bother to find a new spot or anything. The last 2 minutes of video were gold. You don't just want to throw those out. You know, you announced that it was a bombshell multiple times. You apologized for the bells. I mean, it's great stuff. You're committed. You're in it now.
If you're watching this and you're an atheist, and if I knew you, and if I was to ask you,
don't lose focus. If you were to ask me, come on.
You know, do you think you may change? Do you think you may end up believing in God?
Well, I don't know, but if there is a God, I'm starting to think he might not want you to make this video.
Timing.
Seems to me the timing's perfect. It's more location that's the issue. Just stay. It has to stop. Within the next 10 seconds, surely it'll stop.
If I was to ask you that, if you're an atheist, then I'm sure your response would be, no, not at all, never. I'll never believe in God. No, I'll always be an atheist, which is absolutely fine. That's your response. That's what you feel. That
I'm not even there in person, and even so, those things are so loud and annoying. I don't even remember what this video was about. Something about atheists and bombshells, and so I would say I won't ever believe in God. No, I won't really say that. If good evidence is presented, or if I get a church bell on the head, maybe I will.
However old you are now, however old you will live to, whatever you'll go through in your life, that you'll always be an atheist. You'll always won't believe in God. That's what you think, feel, believe. So that's absolutely fine. I totally respect that.
Yeah, that's just great, really great and all, but you're 3 minutes into the video and you still haven't even got close to touching on the bombshell reality. And I know it's a very distracting environment. You know, I know the house of God has been screaming at you for the past 3 minutes to go away. That's a hard environment to record a video in, but really that should be a motivation for you to get to the point quicker, not slower. Then again, maybe this is quicker. Maybe I don't want to see what a video without church bells looks like.
The bombshell reality is,
yes, I'm afraid that does indeed seem to be the bombshell reality. Ding, 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 ding.
If you were to ask anyone in the world, you may know people who are now people of faith, people who have received Jesus into their life and pray to God, but previously they used to be an atheist.
I caught about half of that. I'm getting distracted by the bombshell reality myself. But I think what you're saying is the bombshell reality is that if you're an atheist and you ask other people, they might not be.
And so whether they went from being an atheist to living in faith, a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whenever that was. But if you spoke to anyone that's now in faith that used to say and believe that I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God, every single person on earth that you would ask that question to, and you might know people yourself, if you were to ask them what happened, why did you change? They will explain that something happened in their life.
I'm sorry, I didn't really pay attention to anything you were saying just then. I was just listening for the bells. Now, there are two possibilities here. One is, I've heard them so much at this point that I just filter them out, which is probably the more likely option. Or they've stopped. Praise God, maybe this is what's happening in your life to confirm your Christianity. Maybe God only wanted to screw up the first 4.5 minutes of your video, and he'll leave the rest alone. It's a miracle.
Something happened that made them believe in God. Something happened that made them believe in Jesus, the Son of God. And whatever that thing was, whether they were on the verge of suicide, whether they were in hospital and they were about to lose a life, whether they had a family member that was about to lose a life and that maybe did die but then suddenly came back to life, in whichever way, there will be an experience that person had that is now in faith, that used to be an atheist, that made them believe in God, that made them have faith. There'll be something.
I don't normally like to let clips run on that long, but I think that was like one sentence. You'd think you'd take advantage of the silence here and really speed up getting to the point, but I guess the lesson God might have been trying to teach you with those bells ain't gonna take. So anyway, your bombshell reality about atheists, apparently, is that some people who are Christians decided to turn Christian because a thing happened that they thought should make them be Christian for some reason. Yeah, we know. And?
They may tell you that they used to be a drug addict. They used to be an alcoholic. They may used to have been a really, really bad person, and they were on a downward spiral. And they were...
Yeah, I got it. A thing happened, and then they turned Christian. We can skip this.
But that person who would tell you that their story or what happened to them, whenever if it was a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whenever it was that they went from atheist to being in faith. So if, say, for instance, it was 2 years ago,
Welcome back, Jesus. Glad you could join us again. Man, if this video is not a turning point in your life, I don't know where your head is at.
I'm going to carry on.
Oh yeah, that seems like the wisest possible decision. God only shut off the bells to switch them out with doubly aggressive ones to try to drive you off even harder. But no, just stay.
If it was 2 years ago, for instance, that person came into faith, if you would have known that person 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago,
we don't have a chance of getting to a real actual argument here, do we? It's just going to be you stuttering, missing your place, getting distracted, not remembering what you were doing because of the goddamn bells. This is the best video ever.
And if you would have asked them, as an atheist, 3 years ago, do you believe in God? And they would have said, no, there is no God, I don't believe in God. If you would have asked them, do you think you'll change? Do you think you're going to believe in God? Maybe if this was 3 years ago, a year before something happened to them, if you would have asked them that question 3 years ago,
I think you gotta yell over them. That should help.
They would have said, or I expect they would have said, no, I'll never believe in God.
The face of pure misery.
Which is understandable. If you don't believe in God now and you say, I'm an atheist now, then...
You look like you're having some trouble thinking there. Have you considered stuffing your hair in your ears? That might help.
If if you think that you may end up coming into faith later on in your life, then you'd probably more think that you're agnostic. Maybe there is something. But atheist is absolutely, there's no God, there's no creator, Jesus isn't real. And so, why would that change?
Wait, I think under all the ruckus, I heard you saying that if you think you might ever possibly believe in God maybe someday, then you're agnostic and not atheist. Even if right now you're saying there is no God, there is no creator, blah, 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 blah. What does that mean? I mean, okay, let's just say I accept your definitions. I don't really care. So right now you're an atheist. You're saying there's no God, but you say, who knows, maybe someday I'll be convinced, or maybe someday I'll, for whatever reason, maybe have some life experience where the church bells don't interrupt me while I'm trying to talk, and then maybe I'll believe in God then. And this means you're not an atheist, because you leave open the possibility that your opinion might change someday. Atheism is not the assertion that your opinions never change. So how does acknowledging that people change their opinions sometimes, and maybe you will too someday, make you not an atheist now? Completely asinine point, but then again, your brain probably is turning to mush from all that noise, so I can't really blame you.
So that's 3 years ago. That atheist would say, no, I'll never believe in God. I'll always be an atheist. But then something happened to them, whatever it was, 12 months later, that brought them into faith.
There are people who hold opinions and are pretty sure they won't change their opinion, who then subsequently change their opinion for some reason. Atheists turning Christian, Christians turning atheist. Happens every day. And
the thing is, the unbelievable, the bombshell around all of this.
Wait, I thought that was the bombshell. Now you're like 8 minutes in and we still haven't got to the bombshell? Where's the bombshell?
Is that person, that atheist, or who was an atheist 3 years ago, they didn't plan for what happened to happen. They didn't expect that what happened to happen. They didn't prepare for what happened to happen.
Yes, I know. Some atheists who turn Christian don't expect to be turning Christian before they turn Christian. Some Christians who turn atheist don't expect to turn atheist before they turn atheist. I know. How is this a bombshell? This is just an obvious statement about what happens when anybody changes any opinion they ever have ever.
They didn't know it was going to happen, but it happened. And they came into faith because of whatever experience they had.
Do you think talking about the experience people have that changes their opinion, combined with the church bells, rang any bells in his head? Do you think he's sitting there thinking, man, I'm having an experience right now. What should I think about this? I don't expect to be an atheist tomorrow, but this is awfully concerning. And to be clear, I'm not necessarily saying this is good intellectual justification to become an atheist. I'm just making jokes. Don't take this video seriously. This is not one of my videos you should be taken seriously. And by the way, to everyone who just listens to my videos instead of actually watching them, of which I know there are many, I would apologize to you, but you're already gone, so who cares?
This is a bombshell reality for atheists everywhere. That for whatever other reasons, that if you're an atheist and for whatever other reasons you think that there is no God, no creator, that Jesus isn't real, one thing that you don't know what the future holds.
It doesn't really matter if I actually respond to the points made here, does it? I mean, he just keeps making the same point over and over and over again. Hey, atheists, someday you might not be one, though. Maybe. So, that's something. That's a bombshell, right? I mean, it's probably pretty obvious I didn't choose this video for the arguments, isn't it? Clearly, it was the beautiful scenery.
You don't know what's going to happen in your life in 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months. You don't know what's going to happen in your family's life.
You don't know what's going to happen in your dog's life. You don't know what's going to happen in your cat's life. You don't know what's going to happen in your ex-girlfriend's, nanny's, brother's, cousin's life.
You don't know what's going to happen in your circumstances. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? I don't know, you know. Just don't know.
Something could happen to you in your life. You could experience something.
I could be walking down the street tomorrow and get attacked by a llama. Would that make me convert to God? I don't know.
Some people who have come into faith from being atheists have had a dream. They had a dream, they had a vision, or maybe they had a nightmare when they slept at night. that suddenly changed and transformed them, and suddenly they came into faith.
I could have a dream that I got attacked by a llama. Would that not make me not convert not to faith? I don't know.
We don't know what we're going to dream tomorrow, in 2 weeks, 3 months. We don't know what we're going to dream.
I don't know if we even will dream. I don't even know what dreaming is. I don't even know what those words mean. The only words that make sense to me right now are ding 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 ding.
You don't know what you're going to dream. We don't know. You don't know what's to come. You don't know what's around the corner.
No, at this point, there's only one thing I do know, and that's those bells are never gonna stop. I'm pretty sure this is the soundtrack to hell.
This is a bombshell for atheists, particularly if you're an atheist who very strong, like absolutely no God. I don't believe Jesus isn't real. The Bible isn't real. There's no miracles. And maybe you come into conflict or discussion with people in faith.
Sure, totally. It's a bombshell for those people that it took you 30 seconds to say what people you mean. Specifically strong atheists who sometimes talk about it. And if it's a bombshell for them, it's also a bombshell for everyone else on the planet, regardless of their opinion on anything, because it applies to everyone and every issue. And furthermore, ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
And maybe you've said things to them because you think that they've been brainwashed, that they're crazy.
Hey, people who won't be commenting on this until after it's uploaded, do you think I should continue with this? Because it kind of feels like he only has this one thing to say for half an hour. And I'm already going nuts with these bills. This is too much.
No matter what it is, no matter what you think, what you feel, what you've said, what you've not said, what conversations you've been in, whether you're a very staunch atheist or just you're an atheist but you don't really tell people about it, whatever it is.
Yeah, all the rambly crap you can think of. Whether you're an atheist or half an atheist or a quarter of an atheist, whether you're a strong atheist or a weak atheist or a in-between atheist, whether you think religious people are smart or stupid or crazy or geniuses, or maybe you don't even think they exist. Whether you think rocks are atheists or babies are atheists or only people are atheists. Whether you're a figment of my imagination, whether these bells are the world's most agonizing hallucination. That doesn't change the bombshell reality, which is... I talked so long I forgot what I was saying, sorry. Let's start all over again and hope I get to a point this time.
This is unbelievable that you don't know. You don't know what will happen in your life.
Oh, right, never mind. He doesn't forget the point. The point is just, you don't know. You don't know. And it's true, you don't know. You really don't know. You never really know. No one ever really knows. And my rebuttal, of course, is, I don't know, you know?
You don't know. Something could happen to you in your life. Something could change. All of a sudden, someone could come into your life. Someone could come into your life unexpectedly and share with you that, like, the love of God, to share with you that Jesus loves you.
I say a lot that videos are giving me a headache. It's never been more true than it is here. And this time, I'm pretty sure that every single one of you is right there with me. I'm not sorry. I want you to feel my pain, and this time you really get to. But I feel like we've all had enough, so how about I try to skip to the next part that has no bells? I'll just fast forward and we'll pick this up wherever that happens to be.
Someone that you've never met before, some random thing, someone comes up to you and you could witness something. You could witness a miracle. You could witness someone being healed or something, someone having a life changed. We don't know. You don't know.
God bless you and protect you. Please share this video if you feel led.
Oh no, it's over.
Agape. Paul.
It would ever go away. So thank you for watching. Sorry for all the noise. Wasn't my fault except for the fact that I showed it to you. So I guess it was my fault and it's hilarious. Before you go, please give the video a like and click subscribe if you haven't. Huge thanks to all of my supporters on every platform. Early access, email list, list.logicked.com, and I'll see you next time.